Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm sorry that I connect late, maybe 3 minutes or 4 minutes behind schedule. Um, we are sorry about that. But I want to thank you for your consistency and also your continuous participation in this training. This is our 1 month free professional training in peace and sustainable development. And we have so far covered module 1, we are in module 2, unit 3, we are going to cover today. And then we'll be done with module 2 as well. So I want to appreciate all of you for your participation, commitment, and dedication towards this journey. It has been awesome. Some of you are not just starting with this, you have been here. When we started peace education, you joined. Emotional intelligence, you joined. Alternative dispute resolution, you joined. Today, you are doing peace and sustainable development. So that has been an awesome journey so far. So I want to appreciate all of you for your continuous participation. It shows your passion for peace and tranquility in our world. So I would like to welcome all of you for today's training. And as usual, I am Tavli Joshua, the registrar of the Institute, and I have been your host all this while. So today, I'm going to also host you as we look at peace education and advocacy. Peace education and advocacy. All right. So this is what we're going to cover for today: peace education and advocacy. All right. Peace education and advocacy. Very, very important topic so far as peace study is concerned. So if you've joined us, you can do way to share the meeting with someone, inviting them to also participate in this training, take a course with us. Let them know that it's free. They are not paying any dime. The only dime they will pay is to buy data and connect, and also pay their time to listen and learn. That's all. Apart from that, you're not going to pay anything to be part of this training. So we share the links with them and make them to be available for participation. So thank you very much, and you're welcome. So today, like I said, we're going to look at peace education and advocacy. Peace education and advocacy, is, or rather, let me say, are important components of peace building. For us to have a peaceful world, people must be educated on what peace is all about. Because many of us doesn't know what peace constitutes. So education is key for understanding. So once we understand the concept of peace and what it entails to have peace, then we will live to take steps to bring that to pass. So how do people get to know? Education. They must be educated. And this is one of the reasons, sole reason why we are organizing this free professional diploma training for everybody. It's not just for Nigerians, it's not just for Africans, because I have people from Pakistan, um, Bangladesh, people from India that connect. Do you understand? So it's not just about Nigeria, it's not just about Africa, it's not just about West Africa. We have people in East Africa, we have people in, North Africa, we have people in South Africa or Southern Africa, or I get the point now. So it is a global agenda. So we intend to educate people. And God, thank God we have a channel that we can reach out to many people. It doesn't matter where you're joining us from. All right. So far as Facebook and YouTube is allowed in your country where you are, you have access to this training and you can participate. So that is the reason why we're organizing this training for free. The essence is to encourage people to take the course, get the knowledge of peace, and go out there and practice peace because we need peace in our world. We need peace. We need peace in our world. All right. So it's only when people understand what it entails that they can take steps to bring peace in their communities. And then advocacy at the same time, you know, is to take steps to advocate for policies, for programs that can bring about peace in our society. You know, taking steps to bring about programs, policies, and rule of laws to make sure that we have peace in our societies. That's what advocacy is all about. So, peace education and advocacy are important tools for promoting a culture of peace, nonviolence, and conflict resolution in societies around the world. So, that's what it is. So, but let's look at what peace education aims to achieve. Peace education aims to empower individuals with the knowledge, with the skills, and attitudes needed to prevent conflict, promote understanding, and build a more peaceful and inclusive society. So that's what peace education aims to do, to empower you, to empower us with knowledge, one, skills, two, and three, attitude, that is to transform behavior. There's what we call conflict transformation, transform attitude. All right. So that's why our mission is about reshaping mindset, reshape the mindset. Do you understand? So if we read our vision, our mission statement is, you know, reshaping the mindset, that is changing, transforming the way we used to think, all right, what we think and how we behave. So peace education aims to give you knowledge, skills. That's why when we finish training on alternative dispute resolution, we ask them to do simulation training. Simulation training because these are practical. If we talk about mediation, arbitration, conciliation, and which one negotiation, these are practical things. So we want them to demonstrate it so that we can see if you are to mediate in a matter, how will you go about it? Let's see. It developed professionalism. Do you understand? So and they have been doing well. They are doing well. They are doing, so far the groups are presented. They did well. You understand? Some of them, some group, even one group did so exceptionally well that we even have to promise them 50% discount if they want to become members of the institute. And yet, because of the way and manner they presented, so professional and so coordinated. Do you understand? So, and that's what we're doing here. Do you understand? This is what we're trying to achieve here. Give knowledge, impact skills, and of course, attitude needed to prevent conflict. Many of us, some of the things that we used to do before, now, in our homes, in our community, in the general societal interactions, certain things you may not do them again because you may go against the training you have received. You understand? So that's it. So peace education is very critical. It's a critical component of peace building. Do you understand? So let's look at peace advocacy. Peace advocacy involves raising awareness, promoting dialogue, and mobilizing support for peace building efforts at local, national, and international levels. Raising awareness, promoting dialogue, and mobilizing support for policies of government at the national, or programs of government at the national, at the local, at the state, at the regional, or at the international level. Do you understand? So that's what peace advocacy is all about. So when you go out there to raise awareness, like we in what's the name of that place in southern Kaduna, zone Kwa, in southern Kaduna. We went there for awareness, community awareness. Do you understand? And we have been doing that. So that's why it is. You go there and raise awareness. Then you also mobilize support for government policies that promote peace. Do you understand? So that's what it is. So education plays a crucial role in promoting peace by fostering understanding, tolerance, empathy, and critical thinking. All right. So that's what peace education does. So what are the various ways in which education contributes to promoting peace? What are the various ways peace education contributes to promote peace? One, conflict resolution skills. Conflict resolution skills. So education empowers and equips individuals with conflict resolution skills such as communication, negotiation, mediation, and problem-solving techniques, which are essential for addressing conflicts peacefully and constructively. So that's what conflict resolution peace education does for you. It gives you ability to resolve differences. And that's why those of them that are doing simulation training, they are practicing it. They are demonstrating how they will address such issues if they arise. Do you understand? So peace education help you to be able to address some of these challenges as they come. Do you understand? So that's what peace education does for you. Number two, promoting intercultural understanding. Peace education or education helps in promoting intercultural understanding, respect for what? Diversity, and appreciation of different perspectives. An ignorant person is always angry. You want to correct him, he misunderstands you. You want to contribute on a particular discourse, he misunderstands you. You understand? That's an ignorant person. You speak good English, he's offended. Do you understand? Because of several factors, because of ignorance. So ignorance they say, is expensive. Do you understand? As well. Ignorance is expensive. So when you don't know, it costs you a lot of things. When you don't know, it costs you a lot of things. So when education helps us to appreciate different perspectives, gives you the ability to be able to understand someone's point of view, so that you don't end up arguing so blindly, so that you don't end up dialoguing in vain. You are dialoguing on a subject matter, but you are dialoguing in vain because you have no knowledge. They put a topic, you're just arguing and shouting. Have you ever seen somebody arguing about football and you know nothing about football? Some people argue on religious matters, some end up fighting and causing problems. Do you understand? Because of lack of understanding. Some claim to be educated, but any education that cannot help you to understand someone's perspective and appreciate the differences in values, then that education is as good as fake education. Because genuine education should empower you with the skills and knowledge to be able to appreciate our differences and accommodate individual excesses Do you understand? So, respect for diversity and appreciation of different perspectives, which are essential for building bridges between and among people from different backgrounds and preventing misunderstandings. Because we told you that the first layer of conflict is what we call misunderstanding. So if you can be able to prevent that occurrence, then you are able to deal with the issue of conflict. Do you understand? So another way education help in promoting peace is by promoting empathy. Empathy. We must be empathetic. We must put ourselves in other people's shoe. In your daily interaction, in your professional interaction, always ask this question. If I were the one, how will I feel? This thing that I'm doing to this person, is he happy? And if it's not happy, ask yourself this question. How will I feel if I'm the one being treated this way? If I'm the one facing this injustice, how will I feel? Do you understand? How will I be able to accommodate this injustice if I am the one that is being meted? The reason why we don't do these things, we don't know that we are doing anything wrong, is because we don't do what we call self-reflection. If you carry out self-reflection, you should be able to know that the actions you took, or the steps you took, or what you did was wrong or was right. But in most cases, we don't do self-reflection. We just feel like whatever we have done is okay. But education help you to empathize with people, put people's perspective in, take people's concerns into perspective, and help to address prejudice, discriminations, and stereotyping. Do you understand? And promote compassion towards one another. All right. So this is the issue, compassion. One of the things that is lacking in our society so much is compassion. Probably maybe because people fall victims of being compassionate towards someone. Do you understand? So someone is pretending to have an accident lying on the road, pretending to have an accident, but he's a criminal. He's just pretending so that when you stop, then the other ones who are in the bush will come out and then do their worst. Do you understand? So people suffer this kind of injustice. So that's why sometimes when you see an accident happen, people are not stopping, they are going. Nobody wants to stop. Do you understand? Because if you stop, if care is not taken, police will come and arrest you. Even though you are not the cause of the accident, though, but they will arrest you. So people, when they see people in need, they go. Someone is stranded on the road. Ordinary, you would have helped. But because of the nature of our society, you have somebody who claims to be stranded. Okay, he's going towards a certain direction, and then you okay enter. Let me help you. Why on the way? Maybe chatting with some people, driving the car is in, or he or she is inside, and then at the end of the day, you become a victim. You understand? You become a victim. Somebody came out of somebody came for a conference in my church. He just came out of the road, came all the way from Cameroon, and then he entered a car, and the car was just one chance. He was kidnapped. Kidnapped. Do you understand? Kidnapped. Right in front of the church. Do you understand? Kidnapped. He entered a wrong car, vehicle. I see the point now. So that's why I made up my mind. If you want me to assist you, be in the church premises. If I If I'm passing and you say you're going towards my direction, but you are outside the gate of the church, I'm not going to carry you. If you like, no matter what you do, I'm not going to carry you. I have vowed I will not carry, except I know you one on one. But if it's somebody I don't know, I will not do it. Why? Because of the nature of the society we have found ourselves in. So the thing makes people not to show compassion, but there are situations that you know that this situation, this is what it is. Do you understand? It's not a stranger. It's someone in a neighborhood that you know very well in a difficult situation, and then you don't care. No, that is not what I'm talking about here. You may not care for stranger. That is fine. It's well understood. But what about those that you know? Show compassion, empathize. Some of us, you know that some people even nowadays they still beat their wives, beat and insult and kick and do all manner of things. Aye, and claim their rights to beat their wives. They'll tell you, I'm the one that marry you. You're not the one that marry me. So whatever I want, I will do. Wow. Do you understand? So these are the issues. So empathy is very, very key, a very key component to fostering peace. So and education help you to achieve a level of empathy. That is one of the critical components of emotional intelligence is empathy. Empathize, show compassion towards one another. So critical thinking and media literacy. Critical thinking and what? Media literacy. That's why another thing that education help you to achieve, to think critically, ask critical questions, make um make detailed inquiry. Do you understand? And because if you don't do this, you will be misled. Somebody sit at the national television saying that, oh, we are we are being manhandled because of our religious affiliation and all of that. Before you know it, there will be reaction somewhere. Or someone is lying online. Oh, you know this our social media. Someone says someone died. Or someone says and someone was killed by a religious set of group attack people and kill them. Meanwhile, it's a lie. Oh. Meanwhile, it's a lie. But because you have no knowledge of media literacy, you go and carry that on top of your head and be demonstrated. You understand? So education develops critical thinking so you can ask questions. You can think strategically. You can think, you know, with that sense of quest to like find out is this to dig out, to research. You understand? So education develop critical thinking skills and media literacy, which enables individuals to analyze information so that when you just see information online, you don't just go ahead and consume. That's why some of you will come and ask me a question. Ah, are we going to pay for this training? I say no. So are we going to pay for certification? I will say no. And then someone will ask me, how true is that? How genuine is that? Because most of them that we know, they train you and then you pay heavily for certificate. Someone used that word. They train you for free, oh, but you pay heavily for certificate. You understand? So I told him that this one is free. From training to certification, free. He said, wow. The other one called and was arguing from Port Harcourt. He said, wow, he has never heard of such. All he knew is that they will train you and then you pay for certificate. So our own is totally free. I said free. was wow. I say yes. So that's just it. So critical thinking. But what is that what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the ability to ask critical questions so that you not be misled, so that you not come and consume wrong information and work on wrong information. Do you understand? So and resist manipulation by propaganda or misinformation that can fuel conflicts. All right. So promoting human rights and social justice. Promoting human rights and social justice. Education helps you to promote human rights and social justice. Injustice for one is injustice for all. And in the face of injustice, if we keep quiet, I can assure you that that injustice one day it will come to you or it will come to your children. Because if you cannot address injustice by keeping quiet. When you see an act of injustice, you know, attack it, attack it, attack it. Because you keep quiet, thinking that well, it's not me now, it's not my concern. So it's not you don't care. Just wait and watch. It will come to you some you know as you progress, it will come to you as you continue in that journey. You must experience a form of injustice. It may not be the same, but you also may face one injustice of the other. So when you see injustice, don't keep quiet. So one professor teaching some law students, he asked one lady to leave his class, and then the lady asked why. Say, "I don't just like you, leave the class. Go out. And I don't want to see you in my class anymore. Never again. Anytime I come, don't come." And the girl was wondering, what sort of this? But when the teacher and the lecturer has spoken, so she has to step out of the class. And no student protested. Nobody asked any question. Everybody just be quiet. And the lecturer said, "So none of you see anything wrong in what I did. You're comfortable with what has just happened here. You understand?" But he was trying to talk about justice. Yeah, the point now. He wanted to talk about justice. So you see an act of injustice and you keep quiet, thinking that it will just go like that. No, it won't stop. It will come to you. If a lecturer asks one student to leave and you don't talk, don't just wait and watch. You ask another one also to leave. Do you understand? And it will become his culture of asking students to leave his class. And then people will say, "Oh, that lecturer is very wicked. Hi, that man is very difficult to deal with." How can you be saying that? No, in those days we don't know. We used to fear, like, oh, and it's always like that because we don't have the knowledge yet. So a lecturer did something, you just be vibrating. Oh, I don't want to have carry over. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Goodness, you know, attack it. Any form of injustice, attack it. Right? Human rights. See people's rights being abused, and then you keep quiet, thinking that it will not reach you. No, it will reach you, even if it's not at that moment. But just wait and watch. It will come to you. Surely it will come. Because you see, in this society, we are like this. We are like this finger. You see, they are not equal now. So if you pass me, someone else pass you, and that someone else that passes you, somebody else passes him. You understand? And so that is how it continues. So at the end of the day, there's possibility that you too can face injustice in the hands of those that passes you. You see the reason why in when you confront any form of injustice, you should not keep quiet. If we keep quiet, it's like ashes. Do you understand? It's like ashes that is being thrown. It always flew back at you. All right. So when you see injustice, don't keep quiet. Say something. Do something in your own local and in a very simple way that you can do something. Do something. So education about human rights, social justice, and equality helps individuals understand their rights and responsibilities. All right. I think we have a course here called social justice and advocacy, right? Social justice and advocacy. That is the course we are going to do in December. So that we'll round up the year with that in our mind. So that when you enter the new year, you enter as a changed person. Where you have been meting out injustice, you stop. All right. So building sustainable development. Building sustainable development. Education plays a vital role in promoting sustainable development. This is what we are discussing here today. Because if you know that the street light they install for your own benefit is not to be tampered with when you are angry with government action or inaction, you are not to go and destroy street light. When the end bad governance happened in Kano, the protest, I was asking myself question: what sort of a people are we? I get a point now. What business has street light with bad governance? It's a street light that says that there should be bad governance. So you went and destroy street light simply because you are protesting for bad governance. So don't you see that your own attitude is very bad? More, in fact, very bad than that of the politicians. You, the protester, who went about destroying government, the that is the infrastructures you are complaining that they are not being provided, the facilities you are talking about that they are not being provided, even the little one they provided, you go out there and use your hand and destroy it. And then you come back and sit down and lament again. If that's what protest is all about, then we should stop protesting. Do you understand? It doesn't matter the level of provocation. Even though we have leaders that doesn't listen, it's as if only when a protest is so destructive that they listen. We don't need those kind of leaders. We need people that have, even when it's being discussed, when okay, people say we're going to have protests in September, then you sit and fold your hands and say, well, since you want to protest, you can go ahead and protest. But while you are protesting, we'll be in our house eating and enjoying ourselves. No, 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 no. That kind of leadership is not correct. That leader ought to have, because he is also a leader in one of, it's a number, you can say the number third citizen of this country. So we expected him to have called Mr. President attention to what these young people are saying as an arm of government that is to checkmate the excesses of the executive. That's why we have check and balances. For those of us that did government in those days, you understand what it means. So you just keep quiet. No, the little you can do is that, Mr. President, please address the concerns of these people so that we will not go experience public destruction. But no, you say, why you are there protesting, we'll be eating. What level of insensitivity is that? So sometimes these are some of the reasons why it makes these young people to go out destroying people's properties and destroying government properties. Why? Because they feel that that's the only way government can listen. As so far as it is peaceful, they don't care. If you like, remain in the stadium for 20 years protesting peacefully, so far as they are concerned, one day they will come and pursue you to leave that place. You understand? They'll come and send security people to come and pursue you and leave that place. You are constituting nuisance. Do you understand? So when we are talking about education bring about sustainable development, like me, an educated person now, I go out to go and protest, and then I'll go and destroy street light. Am I in my right senses, Kwa? Am I mad? Am I going crazy? Because I know that that facility being provided is for my own consumption, and of course the consumption of others. So I will do all I care and I can to protect that facility. I will not go and destroy transformer, and then after I destroy it, I finish, come and be lamenting that government is not doing anything. See, there's no light in this country. You refuse that the rail tracks are being removed. The railway tracks are being removed. And then you go and sit there and say, this government is a useless government. Even common jagu we don't have in this country. The ones we have are old coach, they are not working. So, but if they bring the new one, which track are they going to use? The one you have removed? I get the point. So some of these things happen because of what? Lack of education. So but education bring about sustainable development. And that's why it's one of the pillars of peace, positive peace. Oh, so education is one of the pillars of, so we must achieve quality education. Do you understand? So next time you go out to protest against government behaviors and organization or whatever, mind you are not to destroy any property. If you have done that in the past, which I believe I don't have such people in this class, but if you are, next time you have an opportunity to protest, protest peacefully, not to destroy government property. The ones they have put, let them be there. You understand? Let them be there. And don't also go and destroy people's property. They are not the cause of your problem. You understand? They're not the cause of your problem. Go out and air your views. If government listen, fine. If it does not listen, just go and just go and carry your PVC, that's your voter's card, clean it and keep, and wait for election to come so that you vote him out. The problem is, the problem is, you know what the problem is. Uh-huh. So people who they will, and as I'm talking to you now, they don't plant people in strategic places that will help them win second term. So if you think that they're not going to win second term, you may just be dreaming, okay? Because already they have been strategizing, placing people. You know, the day our judicial system will begin to behave well is that they when the the judiciary arm of government will not be appointed like Chief Justice of the Federation or whoever, Chief Judge of this one or Chief Judge, will not be appointed by government. The judiciary should have the independence to appoint their own candidate, only to be confirmed by the National Assembly. But in still whereby the executive appoint the judiciary, uh, the leaders of the judicial institution, I'm telling you that it will continue to be a source of problem. because for sure you cannot give me an appointment and then you are in a challenge and then I will not do anything. The party that give me appointment as a chief justice of the federation, this party is in problem and need my help. So naturally, what do you think I will do? I will not help. But this is the party that gave me appointment. Though. I may not be a politician, that's fine. It's well established. But is this government, this particular party that gives me, because the party in government is the one that give me this appointment. Okay, and now they are having a challenge. You expect me not to also lend a hand of fellowship? So you see the problem now. So until the judiciary have their own real independence, not just the financial independence, but the independence to even appoint their own leaders, their chief justice, they should have a council within that make this appointment and then send these names, not just to, you know, they don't need presidential approval. No presidential approval, no presidential approval. They should just send it to National Assembly, National Assembly confirm, and then automatically it's done. So, but sometimes they say they nominate and then send to president approve. How? If I talk, they say that check and balances. No, no, it's a wrong one. It's a wrong one. So, peace education also empower young people, empowering the youth. The youth are the strength of every society, and for this, that society to achieve peace, the youth must be educated. The youth must be educated. So when young people are on the streets, they are a risk to peace. When you see them roaming about the street doing nothing, they are a risk to peace. You understand? They are a risk to peace. They endanger peace because they can get frustrated anytime, get angry at any point, and begin to destroy, begin to fight, begin to cause mayhem. Young people, because they are the ones. They are the ones that politicians do contract go and kill somebody. But look at me now. Look at me. In this my right senses, you come and say, well, I have a job for you. Help me to remove this person in my way. And then I will go and remove that person for you to pass. What? If you give me that kind of job, it's you first that will bring down first. You understand? So that is just it. So, but nobody will come to me because education has liberated me. You understand? So education has liberated me now. So nobody will come for me to go and do dirty jobs. They will go to the ignorant ones. They will go and tell them, do you see this election, a Christian versus Muslims election? So make sure say you are voting only Christians in this election. Make sure say you are voting only Muslims in this election. And then we will pick it up. And then we'll begin to talk it from one community to another. Fake information, brainwashing, and manipulation will begin to take place, psychological effect, and then at the end of the day, division, crisis, tension. Do you understand? Promoting global citizenship. Education also foster a sense of global citizenship and encourages individuals to take responsibility for promoting peace, justice, and sustainability on a local, national, and global scale. I love the Prime Minister of Barbados. She's, if we have an opportunity to give her an award, we'll give her an award. Do you understand? He's making case, or he's making a case for global peace, or global peace agenda. She speaks with boldness and authority, not minding who you are. You understand? I love that woman. So that people will not just come and quote Bible when it suits them and reject it when it does not suit them. The same people will not come and quote Quran for us when it suits them and reject it when it does not suit them. So that's what that woman was saying no to the prime minister. But at the same time, those issues are complex issues. You understand? Complex issues because we also don't want terrorism. Act of violence is also what is prohibited. You understand? We don't want it. So just put your arm. Whatever the differences, dialogue and resolve them. So so these are the ways education help us to promote peace. Do we make sense in this? Can we do a recap of what education help us to achieve? Education help us to resolve conflicts, empowering us with conflict resolution skills, promote intercultural understanding, foster empathy, promote critical thinking and media literacy, promote human rights and social justice, build sustainable development, empower young people, and promote global citizenship. Those are the ways education, you know, impact and promote peace. So let's look at advocacy for peace and sustainable development. Advocacy for peace and sustainable development. Advocacy for peace and sustainable development. So advocacy for peace and sustainable development is a critical endeavor that involves policies, promoting what policies, practices, and initiatives that contribute to both peace building and sustainable development goals. So, what are the points to consider when advocating for peace and sustainable development? So, you want to make a case for peace and sustainable development. What are those areas that you're going to look into? One, raise awareness. First and foremost, make people to know we are talking about global peace. If I'm here just to look for food to chop, look for money to feed my family and sustain myself, I won't be doing what I'm doing here. I get a point now. Because I'm asking my question, what is my own benefit? But for me, this is raising awareness for agenda that we are pursuing as an institution, global peace agenda. So this training cut across several countries or boundaries or continents. And then me, I'll just sit in one corner here, be collecting and pay 20,000 for professional diploma, pay 50,000 for pay this one, pay that one, pay that one. Yes, there are some of the things that you pay. Like you want to become a member, you pay a fee so that you not come and abuse the membership of the institution. So you pay a fee to become a member, of course. And that fee you pay, sometimes you spend 50% of it on you back by the things you produce and organize for your induction. You understand? So that's what it is. So not when we call it not that it's our own totally. We still spend it back on you, produce certificate for you, train you, and other accessories that you need to go with. You understand? So these are the issues. So it's not just about money, and we are not even bothered about money, but because one, it will surely come when the times are right. It will come. It may even come from some of you here. You understand? And if you doubt me, I can tell you for free that people are already contributing. You know, people have already been helping in one way or the other. I think 2 days back or so, somebody sent 5,000 to support what we are doing. Do you understand? So we receive it, we appreciate it. Some people have been giving personal gifts. Do you understand? Uh-huh. So if I appreciate the small one, the bigger one will also come. Maybe one day somebody will look at the work we are doing and say, come and take a grant of 100 million, 500 million, 1 billion, go and do the work of peace. You understand? As simple as that. So it's not about money, it's about the passion we have for peace. So that's what it is. So advocate for peace and sustainable development by raising awareness about the importance of these issues, about the general public, policymakers, and stakeholders. Do you understand? So go to national government case. You can go to, um, um, you know, when we're talking about alternative dispute resolution (ADR), we're saying that ADR should be in every police station nationwide. Why? Because there are cases in police station that shouldn't cross the police gate. They should be handled by ADR. And certainly, I'm going to write a proposal to the IGPs, because write the proposal, and if they are willing, we will provide the training. We'll train their officers that will be focused on ADR. We may not bring people outside; it will still be their own people, but they will have knowledge of ADR so that they can mediate, they can arbitrate. You understand? So that some of the cases may not even reach the courtyard, the gate of the court. They have no business to go to court at all. You understand? Somebody steal goat, you are taking him to court for what now? Goat, goat, goat. You want to take somebody who steal goat to court. Why? It's uncalled for, it's not necessary. Do you understand? And some people are victims of their presence at a particular scene. Something happened here, and then the police came and you happen to be there. They just arrest you, and then you don't have anybody to represent you. You don't have anybody that can stand for you. You are just rotting there in prison. Those are the kind of people that our justice forum, the institute, have what we call the justice forum, is going to be addressing by next year, because we are going to inaugurate them this during our convention in Abuja. So by next year they will start work, so that those that are in that kind of category can receive help. We have in our membership, we have 3 sons. One of them will head that thing. Do you understand? We have 3 sons. One of them will head the thing, so that we'll make sure that people get justice where justice is deserved. You understand? That is what we want to do. So I take time to also invite you once again to be part of this institution. Don't just receive this training and go and sit down. Become a member so that you can also contribute in your own way. We have state chapters. You may not necessarily come to Abuja. We have chapters. You can form chapters in your state where we don't have. You can form chapters in your state and begin to make case for peace. Do you understand? So that's what we're doing. So please join us, because we cannot do it alone. We cannot do it alone. We need everybody to be part of this project. So promote dialogue and understanding. Promote dialogue and understanding. So encourage dialogue in all situations. Come, let's reason together. Tell me your matter, let me tell you my own matter. Let's reason together. Even God himself say, come, let's reason together. So how much more, man? Come, let's reason together. Say your case, I will say my own case. So we reason together, have deeper understanding of our cases. Because sometimes we make assumptions. You understand? We don't need to make assumptions. Let someone know what is going on with you, or how you are feeling and what you are thinking. I'll also let you know what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking, and then we'll discuss it and see how we can balance the situation. So collaboration and understanding among different groups. So that's what you should do. Encourage dialogue, collaboration, and understanding among different groups, communities, and nations to foster peaceful relationships and sustainable development. Another one is support conflict resolution. Support conflict resolution. Support conflict resolution. You see, there's something that's going on in Rivers State now. Rivers State, Rivers State. You know, it's quite not good. So make I even keep this one. I will not even say it. You understand? So, but these are the issues. So, but you can support effort to, bring about conflict resolution. In a query local government where they burn their secretary, you can go there. All the polling parties will bring them together. Come, let's discuss. What is your problem? Is this person who you say is your party chairman, or is it not a son of Ikweren? Is it not a Ikweren man? Is it a foreigner that is the local government? It's because of party. Uh-uh. Then you destroy the whole secretariat. You see what ignorance can cause, right? It's your brother as well. It's one of you. It's your son. It's your brother. So for the fact that you belong to different groups, shouldn't be it that you go and because he was pronounced, chairman, they even kill a counselor. So you can say all those things. So what do you expect? Support conflict resolution. Advocate for peaceful conflict resolution mechanism that address the root causes of conflict and promote reconciliation. So that's what they need in River State right now. They need in River State this thing now. And for us, there are certain things that we ought to have been doing, but there are certain limitations here and there. But with time, we begin to do those things. Bring groups together, bring parties together and mediate their cases. Do you understand? So that is it. Advocate for sustainable development. Advocate for what? Sustainable development. So support policies and initiatives that promote economic, social, and environmental sustainability. The environment is angry with mankind. The environment is at war with man. Why? Why? Because man handled the environment. So the environment is reacting now. When somebody is manhandled, you see, when the person wants to react, it it's not funny, because like all the anger has been accumulated. So now is to just release a part of it. You understand? So when that thing happens, it it affects relationship, it affects development, it affects so many things. So that's why it is. So empower local communities. Empower what? Local communities. When it comes to advocacy, you have to empower communities. You go to community people, talk to them. We wanted to do something like that in Abuja here, but the committee said it was late for us to be mobilized resources to do it. Wanted to reach out to some communities that have been, displaced in Abuja because of development and because of the fact that Abuja is a capital territory, and some people have run to a point that don't have any place to settle in their own land. So wanted to reach out to those kind of communities too, see how we can engage them. But like we say, we are going to activate our humanitarian, uh, mandate of the institute next year fully, so that we can reach out to many people who are in need, empower communities, empower young people, you know, with certain skills. We also collaborate with some local governments where possible, so that we can see how young people will be engaged. Because an idle mind is a devil workshop. If they are busy, they cannot go and be protesting on the streets because everyone is mindful of what he's doing to feed and take care of his family. Do you understand? So that's why it is. So advocate for the empowerment of local communities to participate in decision-making processes that affect their lives and environment. Very important. Collaborate with stakeholders. This is one of the things I'm talking about here. Collaborate with stakeholders, collaborate with local government, collaborate with state government, collaborate with individuals, institutions, private institutions. Do you understand? To make sure that we bring about peace in our community. Monitor progress. Monitor and evaluate progress towards peace and sustainable development. You can, how will you know where you are if you cannot monitor? And one way to monitor is to collect data so that you know where you are and what you need to do or what you need to do but you are not doing. You begin to work on them. Do you understand? So we monitor progress. It's only when you monitor that you can evaluate how far you have gone or how way you are doing. Do you understand? If you do not monitor, it will be hard for you to evaluate, to know where you are and what you are doing correctly or what you are doing wrongly. What you are doing correctly or wrongly. So these are the issues. Educate and mobilize. Educate and do what? Mobilize. Educate and mobilize. As educate people about the interconnection between peace and sustainable development and mobilize them to take action. That's why I'm inviting you to come and be a member of the institute. Because if you're a member of the institute, we can work together. What you cannot do alone, we can do together. You understand? So don't just get the certificate and go. It benefits you only. And at most, if you can conduct yourself peacefully in your community, it may also benefit your family and maybe your immediate community. But if we come together, we can reach out to our immediate communities, our external communities. Do you understand? So that is how it is. So we'll be able to do massive things than what we can do individually. We have a membership that is closing to 1,000. So people can also be a part. Please take a part and be part of it. So remember that advocacy for peace and sustainable development is a long-term commitment. These things that we are talking about here, these things that we are doing now, it will take a while for them to manifest. Do you understand? Yes, it will take a while for them to manifest, but surely they will manifest. But what will make them to manifest is when we put in more effort to do it. That's why I don't, for me to miss this class, except that thing is very, very urgent to, I'm supposed to take my child, my boy, to the clinic for injection this evening, but I try to avoid any schedule that we have to do with this training. I told them that I will be busy that time. When they mentioned 7, I told them 7 I will not be free. So they should take the time to maybe 9 there. But when I finish my training, I can go and take my boy there for the injection. Do you understand? So as I'm talking to you now, once I'm done with this training, I'll take him there for injection. Do you understand? Why? I don't want to miss it. It's like for me. I feel like I'm living my life here now, talking to people about peace. So that's why it is. So we need to put in more effort to get these things done. If we say we wait for someone to do it for us, who will do it? Let's do it by ourselves. So that we'll not sit and be lamenting and complaining, and that one will not solve problems. So media and community strategies in peace advocacy. This is the last topic we are taking for today. Media and communication strategies in peace advocacy. How do you communicate when you are advocating for peace? How do you communicate? Because communication matters. Some of the crises we have is because of lack of communication or poor communication. You understand? You communicate, but you communicate poorly. You use some terms that you shouldn't have used, and those terms trigger conflict. So, media and communication play a crucial role in promoting peace by shaping narratives, facilitating dialogue, and raising awareness. And sometimes we have what we call peace and conflict journalism. Peace and conflict journalism. So, for those of you that are in the media house, maybe next year we'll bring it up so that you can take that course and also, see what you need to do in your news reportage, what you need to put in some of the ways and how you present issues. Sometimes I try to understand with NTA if there's casualty in a particular place where conflict is ongoing, and maybe they say 500 people die. um they may under pro, pro you know you know they may under project the figure. They may just say, um but it's good not to mention figure so that you will not come and be your media reportage will not come and be questioned. So it's better not to mention figure. You understand? But sometimes they make mention figures, which is wrong. You understand? They mention figures. Sometimes when other media houses are claiming that 500 people die, they'll come and say about 100 people die. No, it's better to use words like few. There were few scores of deaths here and there. Do you understand? Rather than to say that only 100 people die, and why in reality, actually 500 people die. So it's better not to use such words. Do you understand? Such figure. Don't give figure, if at all. So that you will not come, so that we will not judge you as you are lying. If you give figure, it means that it's a practical lie. And it's a question on your investigative what journalism. You understand that thing? I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. So you can make a case, make a presentation, present your news about conflict, and not fall short of what is expected, and not also go and trigger conflict. Because by the time you report that 500 were killed, 500 Christians were killed in Kaduna, or 500 Muslims were killed in Kaduna, what do you expect? If it's 500 Muslims were killed, don't you expect Muslims to retaliate by this report? You will not only say 500 people were killed, 500 Muslims were killed. What does that indicate to you? Indicates to you that this a Muslim community should react and maybe kill 1,000 Christians. Do you understand? So media is also one critical component we can use to promote peace. And by promoting peace, by way we project and present news about conflict, about issues, about disagreement, about misunderstanding. It's very important. So we have peace and conflict journalism. Come and join if you are a media personnel. It will help you. So promote positive narratives. All right, promote positive narrative. Anything negative, keep it aside. Don't come and project poverty for us. We know that there's poverty in the land, but give us the message of hope. Give us the message of hope. All right. Yes, you can acknowledge the fact that something is going wrong, but also identify areas that things are going well. The problem with us is that sometimes we criticize everything. We don't see the good ones. We just criticize everything. Nigeria is a very bad country. Nigeria is not doing this. Economy is not working. Electricity is not working. This one is not working. Hey, there's no water supply. This one is not. This one is that. Please, while you are talking this, Nigeria is getting worse. Or if we say, well, Nigeria is moving forward, despite the challenges confronting the nation, we are still moving forward. Then we'll be moving forward despite challenges. Do you understand? No, I'm not talking from the religious point of view. I'm saying a fact. But anytime you sit and you are talking negative about yourself, just sit down and begin to send words into your mind that no, that I'm useless. I cannot become anything in life. Any step I take is just it's a wasted effort. I I don't know. I don't know. God, why? Why me? Why me? By the time you begin to behave like this, one day, what will happen first is that you go through what we call depression. You'll be depressed. And that is a gateway towards suicide. You'll commit suicide. Do you understand? So don't sit and lament all the time. I hardly watch news, but I try to stay as current as possible. But I don't put the habit of watching news always because it will affect my thinking and my, in fact, it will even affect what I'm doing. Because when you hear about this kind of crisis and all of this one, you feel as if you're wasting your time, that there can never be peace in the world. But I know that there will be peace. And I believe that there will be peace. And I see instances where there is peace. We see countries that are enjoying peace. So for me, it's possible that we can enjoy global peace. You understand? So that's it. So promote positive narratives. Engage diverse voices. Engage what? Diverse voices. And be willing to accept criticism. When you are engaging diverse voices, one, just prepare for opposition. Prepare for criticism. Prepare for dissenting voices. Do you understand? Because there are some people that come, their own is that everything they complain. They don't see anything good in anything, whatever you are doing is a waste of time. They don't see anything good in what you are doing. Do you understand? Ensure that a diverse range of voices, including marginalized groups and affected communities, are represented in media coverage and communication initiatives related to peace. Use storytelling. Let's tell our stories. Tell us what happened that brought about the civil war in Nigeria. Let the young people know. And avoid that part. And avoid that part. So use media platforms to facilitate dialogue and promote understanding. Right? So you have to use media platform to promote dialogue and understanding as well. That's another one. Apart from telling our stories, use the media platforms to promote dialogue and understanding. Leverage digital media. That is, utilize media platforms such as social media, website, blogs, and online forums to reach a wider audience and engage with people. And that's what we're here. If I say this class is going to take place in our office in Jabi, how many of you will come to Abuja for the training? Even some of you in Abuja, you will not have time to come to that for that training. So, but here we are engaging people not just in Nigeria, all the way in Malawi, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Kenya. A, a woman from Kenya was among the team that did the best presentation in simulation. That is on ADR. You understand? That is on arbitration. She is also from Kenya. one person from Kenya. She was part of the team, and they did the best. Do you understand? That's what we're talking about here. People are benefiting from that. Today we have somebody from Cameroon who served as a mediator in a particular case that was simulated today. You understand? So from Cameroon. So we are reaching a wider audience, and that's what sometimes we ask you to also help us to share, so that people can see it. It says when you share, people can see it and be attracted to come. Let me go and see what is happening here. It was what Moses did, that he was being sent to on a very critical assignment. He saw the bush burning. So he said, let me branch and see why this bush is burning and it's not burning. And then he went there. And then God said to him, this is a holy place. Remove your shoe, my friend. I just use this thing. It's a side attraction. I wanted your attention. That's why I raised this fire. So that you can come. So that when you come, you'll be transformed and then be given assignment. So that's what we ask you to share. Not for anything. Share so that people can get to know and come. Tell them training is here free and they will not regret participating. Or are you regretting? If you are regretting participating, don't share. But if you are not regretting, you can share. And anytime you join, you don't wait for me to tell you to share. You share it freely because you know that this is your also way of contributing to spread the message of peace. So use of what? Digital media. So that's what we are doing now. So that one is practical. We don't need more explanation. Collaborate with media partners. Build partnership with media outlets, journalists, influencers, and content creators to amplify message of peace and promote constructive discourse. Maybe some of the content creators, some of these young people that will see them online, maybe some of them will give them award at the national convention just to bring them near, so that in their message of content creation, they can be imputing message of peace there in one way or the other. Do you understand? Criticize conflict actions in several places. Do you understand? So it will help. It will seriously help. It will seriously help. Train media professionals. Train media world professionals. And of course, if you have one that you can nominate for us to give award and bring them closer, you can nominate and send to us. But if you are nominating somebody, get us the contact details of somebody who can reach to connect. Don't just send somebody's name without sending a contact to follow up. I have trained media professionals. Provide training and capacity building opportunities for media professionals on conflict sensitive reporting, ethical journalism practices, and peace communication strategies. That's why I told you that we have a course in peace and conflict journalism. It's meant for the media professionals to come and refresh and also know how they can present issues without being implicated or without causing conflict. Because reporting, if it's not properly done, it becomes a source of conflict. You understand? If a news is not properly crafted, it becomes a source of conflict. You understand? So that's just it. Although some of these media houses want conflict so that they can continue to move forward. You understand? They want controversial stories so that they can continue to move forward. That's what I'm talking about. So that they'll be getting attention. So monitor and conquer, or monitor and counter misinformation. Monitor and counter misinformation. So you see, I don't know how true it is, but I saw on TikTok and I think on some Facebook media, they're telling that somebody, Ali Nuhu, died. And I don't know how true it is, whether he died, accident or not. But there are several Nollywood actors that they were pronounced dead, but indeed they were not dead. So I was sharing with I was asking somebody, I was asking Janet, not just somebody. Janet, did you hear anything like no, Ali Nuhu died? Do you understand? Janet said no, like she saw something like that, but I think it's fake. So we're just making inquiries to as in, and where I saw it on TikTok, I wanted to go to the comment section to see what people are saying. And I discovered that they lock the comment section. So I concluded in my mind that this may not be true. If it's true, why will you lock the comment section? Do you understand? So I concluded in my mind that this may be a fake story. Points, evaluate impact, measure the impact of media and communication strategies on peace building outcomes. Use indicators such as audience engagement, attitude change, behavior change, and conflict resolution to assess the effectiveness of communication efforts and inform future initiatives. Some of the media houses like to invite controversial people in their media houses. That's why you see some people granting, press all the time. They are in the studio of the media houses to make trouble, speaking without control. So why should we be inviting somebody like that to always come and speak all those controversial, make controversial statements? And these things are causing tension and conflict in their own. I know. See, let me not talk too much about this because I may end up mentioning somebody's names. I don't want to mention anybody's name, but you know what I'm talking about. How can you be featuring such people on your on your stuff? But that's what the media houses do because they want to get more followers, get more attention, get more audience. So it's better to be controversial so that they can receive attention. If we want to be controversial now, we'll go and that's want to receive attention, we'll go and do controversial things so that we can get attention from the public. It's not necessary. Then we are more trouble. It's causing more problem. Do you understand? So this is the much we will take for today. Tomorrow when we come, we'll be looking at environmental sustainability and development. That is our module 3. Environmental what? Sustainability and development. So when we finish the module 3, I may send you the part of the manual so that you begin to go through it and then prepare yourself ahead of exams because as soon as we finish, exams take place. Do you understand? So that's it. This one, we're not going to do simulation training like we're doing in ADR. So ADR people, if you guys not take it, they will not get their certificate till the end of the month because the way they are doing those on their presentation, it's time they are wasting. And if you do not, if your group do not present, you are not going to write the exams. You must do simulation training. You must. It's a must for each group. We have about 47 groups. 47 groups are comprised of more than five people. Do you understand? So if any group that does not present, they will not write the exams. and of course they will not get a certificate. So we are very serious about it. Because that training is a practical training, more practical than what we are saying here now, at least for the purpose of the training. So thank you very much. Any question? If there's no question, this is where we'll call it a day. Let me go to the comment section or questions. I'm saying questions, sir. Are we going to do the international law and diplomacy you said last time ago? International law and diplomacy is also there. Maybe next year it may be one of the courses that we will offer. Do you understand? But this year is already occupied. We have next month we are going to do peace and conflict management. The other month, that's December, we're going to have social justice and advocacy. So when we start next year, we'll start with peace education and then we'll flow. So I hope that international laws and diplomacy will also be provided. So we are going to do that. So just keep watching. Just keep following so that you know when it's being advertised. Yes, someone is even acknowledging what I'm saying here because some of them, because of this controversial issue, some of the media houses have been sued in court because of what or somebody they hosted or somebody they accommodated. Do you understand? So these are the issues. Another question here, please, sir. By what date will we be writing exam for the peace and sustainable development training? Now, normally it will come first week of November. We'll finish our training. The last day of this month is when we'll finish our training. So it will come first Saturday of the other month, which is November. You understand? So prepare on first Saturday of November to write your exams. I hope I answer your questions. All right. So thank you for reminding me. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We'll not be having training again. So this one will be broadcasted by 7. So that those of you that want to watch the rebroadcast can listen to it by 7 p.m. tomorrow. So but Thursday we'll resume our training. So by tomorrow we'll not be having training. So thank you very much for reminding and calling my attention there. Somebody's asking me, sir, please, how do we get the materials you mentioned? Is it through the WhatsApp group? Yes, we'll post it in our WhatsApp group so you download it from there. We'll post it in our WhatsApp group so that you download it from there. So be watching out in our WhatsApp group. Once it's released, we'll make announcement so that you know that it has been released. So you get it from there. Any other question? No. So maybe we can end it here. So have a wonderful night rest. See you on Thursday by 7 p.m. Yes, we are going to have materials on this training. Rashid Musa, we are going to have material on this training. So if you are in our WhatsApp group, you'll get it there. Thank you very much. Bye. Good night. If you are here, if you know that you are not in our WhatsApp group, okay. If you know that you are not in our WhatsApp group, just say it in the comment section. Or let me just look at the comment section. Just get our phone number, get our WhatsApp number so that you can send us a chat, all right? You can send us a chat on plus I'm writing the number now. Plus 234 8 0877987757. Chat us on WhatsApp via this number. So if you're not on our WhatsApp group, chat us on this and tell us this the essence what you're chatting about, because I'm receiving several chats. So when you come chatting me that you are not in our WhatsApp group, make Just tell me that I am not in the peace and sustainable WhatsApp group. Be specific. Oh, because you come and say I'm not in the WhatsApp group, I will be asking which WhatsApp group are you talking about. So tell me that I am not in a peace and sustainable WhatsApp group. Please, can you add me or add me up? If you don't want to put this, just say add me up. I will add you up, all right, in the group. So please, let's do it. So get the number. I'm sharing it now. I've released the number now. You can see it there, right? Both on YouTube and on Facebook. So you can see them there. Two of them are there. So copy it. Two plus, for those of you that are non-Nigerians, plus 234-80-77-98-7757. Very straightforward number. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful night rest. Bye.